Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning Into Love. Thank you for joining me for yet another pick a card reading. This pick a card came through, I kept hearing awareness in me. So what is the awareness within me that is wanting me to acknowledge it right now? What light is being shined or shown in my life? What does my heart and soul want me to be aware of that is potentially on its way to me or surrounding me at this time? Maybe just affirming certain intuitive nudges that you've had, repetitive, that are coming through. So, what is the awareness coming to light for you? We have groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, take a moment just to tune in and listen to your intuition. Whichever group your heart and soul is calling you the strongest is most likely your message. Could be multiple messages as well. So I will put timestamps in the comments below. And thank you guys all for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. And just thank you for being you and choosing to embrace your authenticity. So let's get started with group number 1, you guys. All right, group number 1. So, what is the awareness within you that is wanting you to know? What does the awareness within you want you to know at this time? Let's do what we got. The Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events, number 10. Okay, so definitely receiving a lot of messages through synchronicity, affirmation from nature, especially birds at this time. You may be seeing crows or blue jays. I feel like the birds that like to talk are surrounding you here and there. You may notice them more often. Just really being aware of the synchronicities that are surrounding you, the magnetic quality of the life force energy, how when we embody our own authenticity, our own life force energy, we naturally attract to us affirmations, synchronicities, being in the right place at the right time. We have these intuitive feelings like to turn left instead of right, and we end up right where we're supposed to be. Like there's a lot of communication around you. Reflection. This is the Lover's Oracle. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. Or this is not Wisdom of the Oracle. This is the Wisdom of Avalon. I'm sorry. Lover's Oracle. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best, okay? So I feel like you're in a period of going within right now, really to become more aware of your own authentic self, to really go back and be able to reflect on, who you really are in this world, what you really feel drawn to and attracted to. And you may be going through a separation at this time, or at odds or out of sorts with someone in your life, or just missing someone, or just, reflecting that no matter what's happened, that all will work out for the best, that everything's happening for a reason. And you may not understand the reason at this particular moment in time. However, there is affirmation and reassurance around you all the time that you're right where you're supposed to be and that everything is being sorted out energetically. It takes time sometimes for us as infinite beings to really truly understand what's going on and not just pretend like something's not happening. It takes a lot of courage and willingness, like that self-initiated choice to really take a good look at ourselves and reflect, and we need to do that on our own time without any other distractions around. So in the meantime, you're receiving a lot of affirmation through the natural world, nature, through just your everyday life, synchronicities that are personal to you. Breathe. Wow, look at this. Taking time to breathe, just as simple as remembering gratitude when you're breathing, to take some conscious breaths here and there and be grateful for your connection to this life, that you're always connected, that you're always receiving life force energy, nourishment unconditionally from the universe. It allows you to feel your essence, your soul, your heart in a peaceful state, in peaceful vibes, to feel what you really feel like, because your natural state is content and satisfaction. So when you're able to take a moment or a period of time in your life where you're just truly like intentionally dedicating time to reflecting and really developing a deep understanding of who you are, then it allows you to navigate, in the future forward as your greatest self every day, truly being able to see things from a new perspective and appreciate yourself more and appreciate life and actually enjoy your life in a beautiful way. So embracing moments and time when you have to yourself to connect, simply just to connect with the life force energy. Nourish the soul. Look at this 29, okay? So the awareness in you is really becoming attuned to your authentic signature, your soul, your heart, your wants, your desires, what you need to feel nourished in your life, through inspiration, creativity, passion. I love this because it's like, it almost feels like one of those light shows, it's all done with light and it's this beautiful animal with fire, like a fiery, it's the soul coming out, and then the life force, drinking water. It's like there's a lot of artistic expression that comes through just who we are. Like our soul is an artistic expression. So I feel like you're being given this time to know how to really nurture yourself, nourish your soul, enjoy the things you enjoy, like not just creating, but actually being able to enjoy creation itself, being able to go to a museum, for instance, and appreciate all the artwork. Like maybe you love art and you love being able to just appreciate it. Maybe, as an example, like an artist who paints doesn't always want to paint pictures. They would like to be inspired and go look at other artists' work and, stroll through the park and have a cup of coffee. And, it's like doing those things, those little things that really sustain your well-being, that allow you to maintain a clear connection with your soul so that you are in tune with your creativity and your expression in life, but you're also able to enjoy the life that's here as well, okay? We have a postcard from Spirit. I'll read that to you. I freely express who I am. It is my birthright to express myself in ways that are fulfilling to me. So, yeah, it's like this time is opened up for you to get to know yourself so that you can freely express who you are, which feels really good. Coins, abundance, okay? That's beautiful. This is, abundance coming into your life, new income, new financial opportunities, new avenues of just, gifting, people gifting you money or receiving things that you need without money. Like, I feel like there's this energy of, alignment within yourself that's peaceful and tranquil and calm and reassuring. And so that energy is being given back to you in return. It's like you are sending out a signal of, you know, peace, reflection, self accountability, discovering, that it's okay for you to express yourself and in a way that feels really empowering, really beautiful to you. And there's different, it's like you're multidimensional and you know that. And now it's like interacting um, in new ways that are nourishing to your soul because you're choosing to reflect on who you are and, the relationships in your life, allowing others to reflect on their own selves and coming to their own conclusions so that you can meet back in the middle and, either grow together or move on. Like there's this energy of, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It just could be anything in your life, any situation that's going on. It's truly about you being afforded some time to grow. Like it's a beautiful, like it feels like this encapsulated energy around you that is truly just your heart opening up and aligning with the energies around you, alchemizing with the energies around you. So it's all really beautiful. Contemplation, number 29. So yeah, I mean, there's like, if this is something that you're experiencing now, it's affirmation. And if you've been feeling the desire to just take more time to yourself, quiet time, contemplating, reflecting, this is affirming that, through this process, not only will you discover yourself on a whole new, deeper level, you're also going to discover the world around you in a deeper way. You'll see more color and life and, you'll see all of the infinite life that's around you in such a new, beautiful way, and it's inspiring you to express yourself even more freely in the world. This lotus flower unfoldment. So this talks about the spiritual journey being a constant unfoldment, a process of learning and growth that's constantly unfolding. And just like the lotus flower, it's rooted deep in the muck and the mud, and it only blooms when the sun comes out, and then when the sun goes down, it closes tightly back into its bud and waits again for the next day. But it has to push up through the mud and the water and all of that to rest on the surface and be able to bloom. So it's like you're embracing it. You're not seeing it as just like you get to some place and then everything is great. It's like really embracing yourself as a unique, authentic soul in this world, expressing yourself how you were born, how you came here to express yourself, allowing yourself to let go of restriction and limitation. And with that comes abundance. Free money allows you to be free in your experiences a lot more. So it's seeing how everything serves versus just, oh wow, how it's like getting off. I was gonna say it's like, here's the wheel of fortune. It's like getting off of the wheel, the hamster wheel, and actually enjoying the ride of life, like the true energy of life. Breaking out of the mold of the construct, the matrix type mentality, and seeing that we're all one humanity, we're all one life, and being a part of life in a way that you've always felt you wanted to experience. However, maybe it felt so restricted before, but it's like the magic that you're witnessing, the spiritual gifts that you're being shown. Even with the moon here, we've got observe number 12, which is the hangman, the wheel of fortune, and the moon. Okay, so it's like there's definitely you're seeing things from new angles, new perspectives, and it's been like a pause. It's like a pause, it's like moving from, it's like being in the void, being at the 0 point, being in neutrality, where it's very magical, and at the same time it's life changing. Everything changes. There becomes more of a maturity, like a serious tone to it, and also it's just being more in connection with your soul and your heart. So you're more pure in your state of, like, when you feel good and humorous, you can be that way. If you're feeling sad or whatever, you can embrace it in that moment without allowing the emotions to go too all over the place. Like it's like you're embracing whatever energies, you're acknowledging what's inside of you and letting go of judgments on, how you express yourself, more so embracing the authentic life force expressing itself through you, and allowing yourself to be like, magically amazed at times at what comes through you, because you know that it's connected to the life force. So I see there is, spiritual gifts and deep things within your subconscious that have been coming up into the light of day. Definitely becoming more aware of past memories and triggers and wounds and things that brought about certain behaviors in the past. And it's like acknowledging them and seeing yourself as this human being, an infinite soul having a human being journey experience, and being grateful for the magic and the guidance, and the ability to embrace abundance and prosperity and what that can do for you moving forward, and those you love, and being able to nurture them and whatever nourishes their heart and soul. And it's like you're seeing beyond the illusions, and really grasping the core of the matter, what it's really all about. And so I see the life force, the luck, the fortune, all of that on your side. And it's because you've taken time to really reflect and connect with, what truly matters. So let's read this postcard from Spirit. On the front it says, hope floats. I love it. Hope floats. Okay. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous. But know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now, let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 toward you. We are all doing the Destiny Cha-Cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. So, oh my goodness. You've been through quite an experience. I can feel it. And, it's like everything that is unfolding for you right now, just know that, you absolutely are so deserving of the prosperity and clarity and peace that is entering into your life and becoming your life. It's like you really are allowing your soul to take the wheel and guide and drive, and you're just, you're grateful to be along for the ride, and that it's like a weight lifted off our shoulders. We have time to live our life and immerse ourselves in it in a very peaceful way. It's like so simple, and yet it's like we make it so complicated in the outside world. Like it's really beautiful. You've allowed yourself to discover by choosing to put yourself in other perspectives and question things and contemplate them and reflect and wonder and discover what it could be like for that energy, and how we all kind of are working together. We're all connected. It's like whatever this is, whatever fears come up with the new awareness within you, just remember to keep trusting, you know, taking time to go within, connect with your soul, connect to your heart. If you need the physical world to affirm things for you, just set that as your intention. Say it out loud if you want to. You don't have to, but just know, like, okay, sometimes I'll be like, all right, universe, can you affirm this to me? And then I just go about my day, and sure enough, it will, so it's like this beautiful co-harmonic relationship with source and spirit, your soul, your heart, all connected as one. So good fortune and beautiful things are definitely in alignment with you. And so keep being you and taking the steps that you feel guided to take, trusting your intuition, and even writing down certain things that repeat themselves, I feel like will really help you. And just taking time to nourish your soul, nourishing your soul, whatever allows you to feel that connection to your soul, like just feeling in the flow and in the now present moment. Keep doing that. I feel like there's a lot of creative energy coming through when you do that. It's like when I take pictures, it's like a meditation, and when I'm doing it, I'm focused on the beauty, and at the same time, like, I'll receive like these amazing ideas or creative ideas, and then I'll take a picture, and it will like take off on this whole creative vision or something. It's just an example. So yeah, this is really beautiful. Okay, it's like contemplation is work for the soul and consciousness. Is when we receive the good ideas and all of that, and we get to appreciate the beauty that's around us, and how we can continue, how we can build upon that, how we can add and enhance the beauty, how we can make, what we can do to benefit the air and the trees and the color and the happiness and the joy and the music and all of that. Okay, so you have a lot of wisdom gained, and no tear shall ever be in vain. Like, whatever relationships are, imbalanced will come back into harmony for you. There will be resolution and peace and all of that. Okay, and it's because you did the hard thing, which is really the easiest thing in the long run, and now it's being shown to you in a very physical way through a lot of magical things that only spirit can do. So keep being you, and doing the cha-cha if you want to. I thank you guys so much for tuning in with me, and for all your subscribes, likes, comments, and shares. And I always look forward to the next message whenever it comes through. So until then, take good care of yourselves, and I truly hope this message affirmed where you're at. And I'll see you guys again very soon. All my infinite love as always. right, group number 2. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. So, what is the awareness within you that wants to be known at this time? Let's see what you got. 2 Wisdom of Avalon cards came out for you. The Swan, Transformation, Trusting the Psychic Gifts, and Focus, number 33. So, obviously, already there's a big transformation happening. And your soul wants you to be aware of that and to stay focused on your growth, on what's occurring right now in your reality, to embrace your transformation. If there's certain abilities and gifts in terms of feeling more in tune with the energies and the unseen, you're really being asked to stay focused. It's like we can't see the forest through the trees. So it's really important that you take one step at a time, being really present in the moment, allowing yourself to be in the moment and to trust your intuition, your instincts, your feelings, as opposed to trying to see too far out there, like really wanting you to be focused on your growth, like this growth spurt right now, the number 33, 12, threes. So you might be seeing a lot of threes, 333s might have some significance for you. It's also like me, myself, and I. This is a period of time where you're truly evolving, expanding your consciousness, your connection to your purpose and your gifts and your abilities and how you co-create. And I also feel like, there's a focus here on nature and really seeing your connection to nature and how that directly impacts your reality every day. There's something here about focusing and transformation. So you're definitely going through a growth spurt. And the trees here, I'm feeling the tree energy and like water, like the river or a lake or something. You may find a lot of peace in a park-like setting where things may come to you more easily without resistance. So this is beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of tree consciousness or earth consciousness, plants, nature, that you're easily able to connect and tune into. And so you'll receive insights and just awareness through just simply being around that energy of nature. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in, okay? So if you're going through a difficult time right now, it's interesting too with the green and then like the gray and white and a little green here in the picture. It's like when you're feeling down or when you're just feeling lifeless, like you just don't have a lot of motivation. Just connecting in with the energy of the green, of the earth, of the heart chakra, opening your heart. You don't have to be doing something. There's this energy of that we kind of disconnect from what we knew in terms of programs and beliefs about who we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to live our lives. And we're always supposed to be busy and doing something and having chores and, taking care of this and making dinner. And it's like there's like this set thing that we've kind of gotten into. And I feel like you're going through a transformation more into a natural way of being, a natural cycle, and more naturally aligned with just the rhythms of your own body, your heart, your soul, the stars, nature, going at a slower pace, being fully present in the now moment instead of thinking, too far into the future or in the past. It's like truly disconnecting from just the monkey mind type energy and all of that and returning more to your natural state. It's like the transformation of growth, but it's like a return to your natural state, okay? And I feel like you receive a lot of peace and just affirmation and connection. Like you feel that quality of connection when you're in nature. Things just make more sense. Okay, let's keep going. TikTok, yeah, number 30. It's like coming out of TikTok back into natural time, but time is of the essence. There's like this energy here of like always needing to look at the clock or be on time or be in rhythm and time. TikTok, but it's about connecting to the natural rhythm and time versus just the clock or appointments, meetings, being here, being there. It's like moving more into your own natural state because you're choosing to align with your soul, your psychic gifts, your unseen, the consciousness, allowing your consciousness to be connected to the natural life force energy, which then can guide you, right? So we'll keep going here. Stay strong, number 45. Okay, again, more green energy. So truly embracing your strengths, like choosing to see whatever's going on as an opportunity to strengthen, as an opportunity to learn how strong and amazingly wonderful you are, that you belong here, that you're meant to be here, and that life is meant to be enjoyed, right? Life is meant to be enjoyed, and you can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances. Like, not allowing anything outside of you to be an excuse for why you can't connect to joy. And if it has to do with, TikTok, or like a 9 to 5 job versus being your own boss in a creative venture or something, it's like really asking you to connect with what's important to you. Like, living more simply, simplifying things so that you don't have as many expenses, so you don't have to make as much money. Like, it's more about quality, the quality of how your time is spent and invested, the quality of how you feel joy and contentment and satisfaction, the quality of taking it easy and going slow and not having to have a million things to do every day, the quality of being able to go at your own pace and connect with people, and it means something even if you don't see them as often. It's just like your connection, the quality of your connection is deepening and expanding, and it requires us to tap into that infinite strength, so that we can stay true and focused on our path, because there's always something outside of us that will distract us if we're allowing ourselves to focus on it. If we're giving it too much power, if we're giving the clock more power than we give our own soul guidance, then it's going to, ultimately we just have to become aware of that, and that, we choose where we focus our power, where we focus our life force energy. Our focus determines everything. So if we're focused on nature and connection and growth and all of that, that's what's going to continue to be supported. And the clock here, I love how it's just kind of like breaking apart, like the numbers are coming off of it, like, you're it's like a balloon, again, the number 30, okay, and we have 43. So I'm seeing a lot of threes. 0 is, infinite potential. 4 is your foundation. 43 is a 7, which is being able to see through illusions and trust your soul versus anything outside of you. This is really beautiful, the way the colors, and look at this. This is a postcard from Spirit. I'll read this to you here towards the end. You are magical. The butterfly on it, and the greens and purples. Okay, we'll read that here in a minute. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. So it's like when you're allowing your soul to guide you, you know that it's going to reveal the information or the next step or the memory or whatever it is, the knowledge that you need in that moment, the motivation, the inspiration, the movement, whatever it is. It's like you don't have to look at the clock. You can intuitively feel, when it's dinner time. It's just like you are allowing yourself to relax. Like, life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to go at a slow pace. It's what allows us to remain in that energy of longevity and prosperity and abundance. We go slow. We watch our garden grow slow, and we have a beautiful harvest at the end of the season, and then we have abundant seeds to plant for the next one, and like, it all goes nice and easy and slow and relaxed. So yeah, you're really being nestled and, like, nurtured into comfort. It's really nice. Dreams, incubation. Okay, so which, I feel like is allowing you to go into a deeper state of sleep. It allows you to take a more restful approach to life, and so you sleep better. You receive more, deeper insights into your own well-being and your purpose and how you're connected. Like, whatever consciousness is happening around you or in the world, you're able to experience it because you're choosing to perceive it or approach it from a place of your heart, unconditional love of how, it's like an experience. It's like you're allowing yourself to experience life in a new way. Inner truths, number 16. I love how even this cave is like open. It's like big, and there's openings, different portals. It's like it doesn't feel closed in. It's like all these crystals. It's alive. you know, retreating into your inner sanctuary. It's like you enjoy your alone time. You enjoy being, you know, having time to yourself. And it's like a magical experience to learn more about your psychic gifts and your transformation. And, you know, it's like you don't have to worry so much about doing things the way that you've always done them. You're allowing your soul to just, you know, it's like what I do here. It's like how I feel, you know, it's not necessarily what we thought it would be growing up. Like it's not mainstream necessarily, but it's truly, it's like breaking free of whatever limiting program or mindset that we just so happen to pick, you know, engage with as we grew up. And we're seeing the truth by going inside and learning about our inner truths and connection to the life force energy. Then we learn so many new things in life that we didn't even know existed, and it becomes more magical and more easy, more restful, more peaceful. We're able to take our time and really savor the moments and appreciate them, and through that comes even more beauty and inspiration. Oh, beautiful. Meadow vulnerability. I love it. There's so much nature, greenery, and then we have flowers now with spring, with the sunflowers and the lupine and the little rolling hills back here. So, you know, it's allowing you the opportunity to get to know your vulnerabilities and seeing your vulnerabilities as a strength, being able to be very sincere and authentic with yourself and allow yourself to connect in a sacred way. And it doesn't, you don't have to go around telling everyone about it or make a big thing about it. Like it's just like this beautiful sacred connection between you and the life force energy, and seeing how your presence brings a peacefulness, like a quality of life to the environment, a quality of color. Like you're, you know, it's like your alignment allows nature to be more at ease and to do what she needs to do, you know, or he, whatever capacity they do naturally, you know. The trees, like your presence, because you're a presence of like just reassurance or ease, like you just acknowledge the trees. You don't see them as something, there's something wrong with them or whatever. It's just like this, they can just be in their power and doing their growth and whatever they do and sharing their consciousness with you just like you do with them. And it's I mean, I speak of them as if they're living beings, because to me trees are just, they are all living beings, and they're coming out very powerfully in your reading here. Even with the caves, like there's an energy with the caves and trees that speaks really loudly to me. And this one, this dragon's on top of a mountain, which could be a cave. It could be like this could be the cave, you know, that the dragon's on top of, and staying strong. Like this is your world, this is your sanctuary, you know, this connection to your source, your soul, your creativity, all of it like opens up all these portals into different realms of consciousness and reality that you never even may knew have existed before. I mean, you did, but never maybe had the opportunity to really engage with them in a way that was enjoyable, you know, to take your time and connect and learn and grow. And, you know, it's just like laying in this flower, this field, this meadow of flowers, and feeling how small we are in comparison to nature, and yet how we are, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's going to allow you to open up to so many things in your life, and just, you know, to see your vulnerability as something sacred. It doesn't mean you go around, you know, with wearing your heart on your sleeve. It just means that you're connecting consciously, very aware. You're very aware, very mindful, you know, of the flowers. It's like being in this field. You wouldn't just, it's like you take the time to look at them and maybe take their pictures or lay with them and smell them and touch them and just appreciate the sky and the scenery, and just allowing yourself to connect, and yet still allowing yourself to, it's like finding your balance between the old and the new. Right? So I see this is the Sun card in the tarot: Shine, Ace of Pentacles, and the Devil. So there's definitely fears here with shining your light for the world to see, and also, you know, receiving financial opportunities that come with that, new financial abundance, ventures, projects, job offering, career, whatever it is. It's something that, you know, making money in this world is a beautiful thing when you're aligned with your soul, because it allows you to truly embrace that energy of abundance and prosperity and generosity. You can give and treat yourself and your friends and family to a quality of life that, you know, provides beautiful memories and experiences and opportunities to connect even deeper. Freedom, you know, to have the resources you need as you're creating things. And I just feel like there's, you know, some fears here that are totally natural. You know, they're completely natural to our old programming, is what's fearing the loss. You know, it's like being able to confront the old thoughts and programs that served you well to a certain point, helped you learn some lessons and things in life. However, it's time to break yourself free of feeling like you are attached to something, or it's, you know, because you've done it for so long, it's the only way. Like, I feel like there's new financial opportunities here for you, and it's been preparing you for, you know, it's not just the financial opportunity, but it's connecting you with the consciousness of like-minded people and individuals, or whatever it is. It's all supportive of your growth and your foundation moving forward. So really embracing your inner source, your connection to your own heart and soul authentically, and also to the energies around you, allows you to shine and attract naturally these opportunities. So it doesn't feel like you're going out and, you know, it's like it will come to you. You know, it will be presented to you. Opportunities will come your way as long as you maintain your positivity and connection, you know, not being afraid to confront any fears that come up along that process, you know, with letting go of like TikTok or, um, you know, it's like this is such a positive reading. It's just like, it's just an embracing of a new way of kind of like living your lifestyle in natural time versus matrix time. Okay. So, and trusting that everything you need comes to you. It's like you don't have to stock up and be like a prepper, so to speak. I mean, if you feel like you need to have an extra supply of something, like you pick it up at the store, but it's like you always know that you can, that it's there when you need it. It's like a letting go of this fear of not having enough, or not. It's like there's programs like limiting beliefs that I can feel have been deeply ingrained, but it's like you've tapped into the sanctuary, and there's no going back. You know, once your soul and you really connect, and you have that clear connection with yourself and the world around you, like that, you know now what you've got to do. So it's all affirming to you moving forward. Okay, so stay focused. So let's read this. You are magical. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. This is amazing, by the way. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life, go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have. You'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. Spirit is so funny. Our greater selves are truly hilarious, and it's like they understand our growing pains, and they understand, you know, how difficult it is to be human. That's just how I feel. So keep shining, you know, be aware of new financial opportunities coming into your midst, and feel into them. You know, if it brings up fears, see it as an opportunity to address the fears. If it's like a true resonant thing, you're just going to know it's going to feel right. But don't allow anything to hold you back from saying yes to something that just feels amazing. You know, don't tell yourself it's too good to be true, and because if it is, you'll get the yucky feelings that come with that. Okay, and if it's all good, then you'll know. Even if it's just simple, like it's so simple you can't even believe it. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. So trust, and thank you so much for being you. I truly hope this message just affirmed and gave you some validation on what you're feeling, and also provided some just guidance and more support and strength moving forward. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. And I look forward to tuning in for the next pick a card. So until then, you guys, sending all my infinite love as always. Hello, group number 3. How are you guys? Hope you're all doing well. So this message is for the awareness in you and what your heart, soul, what's coming into awareness for you right now. I kept hearing the awareness in me wants some light shined on me. So we're just going to go for it here. We've got the bee from Wisdom of Avalon here. Luck, industriousness, sweet victory. The number 16, the bee. So when the bee gets busy, you know there's honey being made. That's wonderful. This is the Lover's Oracle. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. It's beautiful. Never-ending story, number 37 from Wisdom of the Oracle. You were born to create, number 50. This is a powerful card. There is a very deep, creative, powerful energy stirring within you. It's very powerful. You know you were born to create. You know you came here to make change. You're a change maker, pattern maker, trailblazer, pioneer, all of those things. You're very creative. You're very unique and artistic. I can feel your energy. There's a relationship here. There's something here where, whether it's with yourself, you know, it all begins with ourself truly. So it's easiest just to address yourself. It's like this love-hate relationship we have with ourselves of not believing in our own power, not believing in ourselves, that we're not good enough, that we aren't as successful as someone else, or maybe our uniqueness is too different and people don't understand us. You know, especially being a creator, you know, a content creator, someone who has a lot of inspired ideas and has a different, unique perspective as opposed to the mainstream, you know, that's why you're different. That's why you're so amazing. You know, people in the mainstream regurgitate, they consume, they, you know, they receive all the information, all the creativity, they watch it, they observe it, they buy it, all of that, but they're not the ones creating it. So you were born to create. You were born to tell a different kind of story, not the never-ending story of, you know, going around in circles on the hamster wheel and feeling sad and lonely and depressed and isolated and like time is running out. Like there's this old story that's just fizzling out. It's because you have some very powerful, I mean, your soul's like, look at this card. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like I can feel the power in it. You know, the egg here is full of this beautiful creative energy and this very mystical dragon here, very ancient, very old, wise, like very beautiful, intricate. Only divine intelligence can create that kind of artistic flow, that artistry, that vibrancy, the it's really beautiful. And I can just see, like in this picture with the, you know, the symbols and the color and the blue eye and the light shining out, it's like you're someone who's very creative and beautiful and unique and wonderful and authentic, and that is priceless. Okay, you're being asked to acknowledge that and become aware that if you feel different or just whatever and I don't want to say that because we're all encouraged to embrace our uniqueness and our authentic flavor, our authentic, you know, way of being in the world. The way that we authentically express is different from everyone else. If we could all embrace our authenticity, we'd see that we're all so uniquely different, and that's beautiful. Variety is the spice of life. That's what makes life so enjoyable, is that there's all of this infinite beauty. You know, there's hundreds of trees that bloom different colors and flowers, and if it was just one, it wouldn't be as stimulating as having all of the different varieties, right? So I feel like there's an energy surrounding you too that is really showing you your beauty, your own unique beauty, and you're feeling the victory and success, like this energy to create and achieve momentum, and you know that whatever you create, you're going to receive a really beautiful, it's going to be beautiful, whatever comes of it. Okay, this is a postcard from Spirit. I'll read this here in a minute. It says, celebrate life. I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I am safe, healed, and whole. Okay, so really seeing your own beauty shining through. Astrology, destiny, interesting. So you may be into astrology or tarot cards or something in the metaphysical, the ancient type of divination, or just creating with, you know, the ways of following the stars and the natural cycles of life and that unseen realm of just divine intelligence. Okay, something here too with astrology is recognizing, you know, you're, I don't know, getting more in tune with your birth chart, your zodiac, like how your personality, um, where your strengths and weaknesses are. This feels very, very, you know, it's like the destined destiny type energy, but it's like realizing that you create your own destiny, you know, through awareness of what story you're telling yourself, or, you know, the story that's been playing. It's like you're rewriting your story, and it's really beautiful. Heighten your vitality, number 49. A lot of color here. Heighten vitality, heighten energy. I feel this energy from, you know, your own choice to rewrite the story, to change the story, to make it beautiful. Dance, celebration. Really getting in touch again with the ancient energies, the ancestral energies, your own innate, vibrant life force energy that's completely unique and beautiful unto you. We have the Five of Wands, challenging times, Three of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so with the growth and the change comes, you know, this fire within you to really stand in your inspirations and creating your inspirations. If you don't believe in what you're creating, then we, you know, it's like we have to believe in what we create, or we can't expect anyone else to believe. If we don't even believe in our own creation or our own artistic expression, or just who we are, our authentic expression, if we don't believe in ourselves first, you know, it's like, how can we expect anyone else to believe in us? So once we really make that connection with who we really are, and you get really in tune with just what your soul is guided to, astrology really helps looking at your birth chart and just the different placements of how things move in our consciousness. You know, stars and planets are all consciousness too, so it affects us. It's like learning about the greater web of life that's surrounding us, you know, because we're a part, we're inside of it, you know. There's a greater construct around us, a natural construct, versus like, you know, the ones of limiting programs and beliefs, and choosing not to see ourselves for the beautiful beings that we are, because we were told somewhere in our childhood that, you know, we weren't good enough at something, or we weren't pretty enough, or our art wasn't that good, or whatever it is. Like, that story is no longer being allowed to play out. You know, this is writing, this is getting out a fresh new, you know, journal, and writing the story that you were always meant to write. You know, the one that, the life that you always were meant to live, like, you're living it. This is it right now, and you're feeling it, and there's like this beautiful supportive energy around you of celebration. Like, you can feel it. And I feel like the only thing that really gets in between or halts you or makes you feel like, you know, have doubt or whatever it is that's filling within you, it's like, has to do with other people in your life, or other perspectives, people that you really care about, people that you know, have relationships with, and, you know, you care about their opinions and what matters, and how you make them feel. Like, I can feel there's a very genuine energy here of wanting to be accepted and appreciated and acknowledged. And so that's a reflection of what your soul's guiding you to do, to appreciate and acknowledge yourself, your own beauty, and do that first. Because the Five of Wands is, it's like it can be like a battling inside of ourselves of our personality. You know, is this my personality, or is this, what someone else expected of me. Is this my vision, or is this someone else's vision that they're expecting me to live up to? Like, it's like separating yourself from the actual outside stuff and addressing it within yourself. It's like he's holding up this shield here, like over his heart. Like, I'm not going to allow anything from outside of myself anymore to cause this, like, this energy within me of like feeling like I'm at odds with myself all the time, because that brings out sadness and depression and feeling paralyzed, and we don't know what to do. It's like someone said this and someone said that, and they said I should try this. It's like, no, it's like from here on out, it's connecting with what feels right for you. When you're looking outside of yourself, it's like encouraging you to become more aware that there are other resources and options that affirm who you are, like watching a message, like a tarot message. You clicked on it because something within your soul nudged at you to do it, and if it's not for you, you can click off it. Like, there's just like this knowing that there's other resources out there. I feel like astrology is something you're naturally drawn to, and it will make sense. Like, it's pretty amazing actually to have like your birth chart done. It always blows me away every time. I've only done it a few times, but it's so simple, and yet it makes a very big impact. And how you choose to align with the nature cycles, the natural consciousness in its pure state versus any sort of distorted perception. Because, we're all reflections of one another. So if there's a friend or family member who's not connected to their source within, then their perception of whatever it is that they're engaged with may not align with yours. So it's like putting the focus back on yourself, coming out of the head, choosing to be really honest with yourself with the Seven of Swords, choosing not to cut yourself short or deny yourself from knowing the truth because, it will upset someone else or whatever. Like, this is about true emotional well-being coming together. This is, again, celebration energy with friends and family that's rooted in the heart and not in the mind. It's like getting into a fight with a family member over politics, when truly it's like it's all a matter of, it's a matter of not allowing ourselves to engage in energies that cause separation or it's like spending too much time in the head and not enough time in the heart. So I feel like there's this energy here where it's, regardless of what's going on in the mind, like there's been conflicts or disagreements or whatever it is. And I feel like for the first time in a long time, this is like time for you to now focus on realizing that it's like a never ending story. If we feed the thoughts in our head that are rooted in fear or separation or lack or limitation, then that's just the more energy that we get. We just get more of that energy. So it's like this here is allowing you to come out of the mind, out of the head, and into the body, into your creativity, into your heart, into dancing, into music, into intimate celebration type energy that is felt in your heart. The bee, luck, sweet victory, industriousness. Like, the bee's excited. It's out there getting the pollen. It's so happy to have all this pollen. It's out there. It's collecting pollen on its legs, and it's sucking the nectar out of the flowers. It's just like so happy. And then it goes back, and the bees are making honey. The babies are getting fed. Like, everything's happening, and it's all part of the cycle of nature supporting, the process. So there's a lot that's happened, but there's so much beauty that's coming from it, letting go of all the limitations and choosing to see beauty within yourself and in the world, and all this other stuff just kind of disappears. So celebrate life. Even this says celebrate. So celebrate 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It's like beauty, joy, art, love, color, all of that, infinite power of the heart and soul and creative spirit. No more messing around in the head with just like, words and things. It's like consciousness is not just in the head, right? It's like consciousness is our life. So, okay, dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hiding in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. Okay, so it's like uncertainty, but you feel that, it's like it puts you in a good mood. You're like, finally, something good. Like, it's not the old, like, da 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 da. It's like opening you up to variety, and you feel good, and you can put the music on and dance a little bit, and even have like a, smile on your face as you're creating. You're like, because you love it, it feels good. It brings about confidence within you and growth and connection, and then you're connected to other things, and you're learning astrology, and then you're learning this about yourself, and that it's just like, you're talking about it, new things to talk about with people you love, and it's just like, it's great. It's all really beautiful. So you were born to create, so embrace it and the true beauty of who you are. I mean, I just love it. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I feel like that's coming right from your soul and from, the world around you, like all the beautiful, true life force energy that exists within you and me. It's like, it's all there. So, anyways, group number 3, this was beautiful. I truly hope this affirmed what you're feeling and just gave some guidance moving forward and support. And I truly thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much, and truly look forward to sharing these messages. So I will see you again very soon for the next pick a card. And until then, sending all my infinite love as always, you guys. Great, group number 4. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. So this kept coming through as the awareness in me. What does the awareness in me want me to see, be aware of? What light wants to be shown on whatever areas of life are happening? So let's see what your heart and soul want you to know. We have the Spider, Creative Projects, number 15. Okay, so definitely feeling some creative energy around you that has to do with your impact in the collective too. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I feel like there's this beautiful creative energy culminating inside you. It's like the heart right here is really amplified. The fire, the butterflies. Looks like there's even like some like, it could be tears, or it could just be light coming out of her eyes. Like, it's like tears transformed into beauty. Pain transformed into pleasure through art or expression. This is really deep energy. Let's keep going. Let me see what's coming out. Loyal heart. Wow, I can feel your heart. It's a very deep, it's like with the spider here in the web, you're very tuned into the collective. You have a lot of insight into life and emotions and heartfelt connection, intimacy, emotion. I feel a lot of emotion with you, and just a beautiful light. Like, you're a very deep heart, very kindred to how I am. It's like I'm very deep, and yet it's all because of love. It's like I can be it's like watching a movie, where you go from like laughing lightheartedly to like that, something tragic happens and you're crying. Like, it's just, you feel everything very deeply. And the number 35, number 8, loyal heart. This is one of my favorite cards. You know, you have a very loyal heart. So you're attracting this beautiful energy of loyalty and love into your life that is reflected to you in a deep way as you are. It's like only time will tell, but it's, you know, this is one of those unfoldments where, because it is so rooted in the heart, because it is so moving, it's like needs to be allowed to just move at its own pace with this. It's like a healing of anything else. When we allow it to heal at its own natural rhythm and pace, it heals beautifully, right? But if we force it along, then things get kind of wonky, right? It's like it's a very deep, heartfelt, creative energy, and it may not be like a creation, like a material object. It's like an energetic creation that's rippling out of you, and it's inspiring consciousness in others. Embrace the dark, number 9. Wow. So, you know, I do feel that you've gone through a dark period, a period of time that has exposed you, allowed you to be exposed to some energies in our world that, you know, it's not so much that they're dark as much as they are like completely wounded or distorted due to traumas and things that have happened in our past collectively. You know, it's not just one person. It's like understanding that there are energies within our world that are in need of healing, that have been disrupted, distorted. They've been harmed in some way because of the way that we've responded to them in the past. So I feel like there's a lot of wisdom gained here from going through some things in your life, and there's a lot of beauty that's unfolding because of it, because of your choice to embrace it in unconditional love, because of your beautiful, loyal heart. Like, you're attracting other loyal hearts into your consciousness, into your field of reality here, and through whatever darkness that's occurred, or you know, shadows or whatever that you've embraced and chosen to be a healing force or a cooperative force or a force of growth and nurturing and evolution and that sort of thing. Like, there's so much wisdom that you have to offer, you know, just deep within your own experience and knowing, and other hearts that have been through similar experiences. So it's like when we go through something really difficult and we connect with other people through that journey or after or whatever it is, like, both both owls, you know, are wise. They both are aware of, you know, the dangers in the world and all of that, and together they choose to love and honor the love and the wisdom and the family and the closeness and the intimacy. It actually brings us closer together and helps us appreciate intimate connections, and you know how deep the world is. It's so deep, right? And not everyone can walk that path. Not everyone can walk with such an open, deep heart, because it is very challenging in this world. So embracing the dark and embracing the wisdom and the magic that there is there, because the dark isn't necessarily negative or bad. It's more so the aspects of the unconscious that we're not aware of, the unseen elements, you know, the things that not everyday people who are just going about their business would see. You know, it's like, this is deep, okay? I'm not sure. You are divine beauty is your postcard from spirit. You are divine beauty. There's a peacock on here. I'm going to read that to you in just a minute. I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Okay, so it may have even been an experience in the past where, you know, you just didn't feel safe and secure in your own environment or reality around the people, sharing, you know, parts of yourself in fear of how they would perceive you or reject you or abandon you. You know, it's like seeing it's growing up in a way where you felt like everything was supposed to be a certain way, and then you learned some new truths, and then you didn't feel safe because of how maybe it was perceived or wasn't taken. I'm not sure, but I can feel an energy here of fear. which is completely natural. It's completely natural, and your soul is here to reassure you, because truly the universe is benevolent, and life is benevolent, nature is benevolent, people are truly benevolent at their core, who they really are. So it's choosing to be an example of that sacred, pure life force energy that you are. It's choosing to honor the qualities of a loyal heart, bravery, compassion, understanding, choosing to see things through and not just walk away because something got difficult. Like you are safe and secure in your world. I feel like that's being really affirmed to you in your reality. Choosing to believe that everyone's always helpful, and so therefore you always connect with the helpful ones. When we choose to believe that people are good, we connect with the good people that we feel good and safe around. Like, I mean, I'm not judging anyone here when I say that, but I just mean, like, in our mindset, when we choose to honor and acknowledge our own, loyalty to our own heart, and how we treat ourselves, how we see ourselves as a good person, how we choose to see ourselves as helpful and kind and safe, we naturally attract those types of people into our reality. So I just feel like whatever experience you went through kind of exposed you to the other side of the coin, or a perspective that maybe you hadn't always held within you. Okay, so Shagai, fragmented. Wow. So this is like calling back pieces of yourself, maybe that you had forgotten about in the past. It's like having reliving or being shown childhood memories, different things coming up. So it's like with that process, there's certain things that can come up with the remembering of things, or being shown different unconscious aspects of yourself that bring the good and the not so good. So it's like you're embracing like the unconscious realms within you, and knowing that there are things that come up with it that you weren't expecting. However, whatever it is, it's like you're choosing to honor it, you're choosing to learn from it and grow from it, and see that it's all serving a purpose. For whatever it is that you're being asked to become aware of right now, it has to do with really honoring the light and dark within yourself. Seeing the magic in both. There's no it's like without all the energies, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the positive, the negative, the masculine, feminine, there's no contrast. So it's like you're really being asked to be aware of the different contrasts within yourself, and how it's all related. It's like with the web here and the spider. Creative projects, being a part of the creative project of life, of humanity, of creation itself. And there are things that you're learning about the unseen realms, maybe that it's like these aspects of you, or these even of your ancestors, of your lineage, like your family ancestry, where your roots are grounded, in the different, it's like our families are linked to different places, our heart and soul is linked to different places, and so with that comes all the energies attached to it, even if they weren't directly related to us. So it's like you're learning a lot about the so-called darker aspects, the dark, the unconscious realms, the magic, the ghosts and ghouls sort of energy, but it's like all rooted in love. It's all rooted in this beautiful energy of your loyal heart, and choosing to honor, be true to your heart, choosing to honor the energies, to work with them, to learn from them, to heal, to grow, to, create together. It's like, what's the world without spiders and spider webs? Some people are scared to death of them and think they're horrible, and other people think they're beautiful and magical and wonderful, which I'm one of those people. I think spiders are amazing. However, it's like it's all beautiful, and it's like seeing the beauty in everything. Being true to your heart, whatever is true for you. All the treasures truly lie in our heart's domain. Being able to see the beauty in the world, being able to embrace the dark and heal things of the past, You know, the bones, you know, the energy that's within our bones are, you know, it's not just us, it's the generations of people before us and those that are coming after us. It's like your heart is very deep and beautiful. And it's like embracing it and teaching you to embrace your heart. And no matter how you express yourself, like this is affirming that your heart is so loyal and beautiful. And it's so wonderful to see that in the world, you know. You may feel like a rarity, and you are, you know, but truly we all, if we could all embrace our heart like that, wouldn't it, you know. So it's like you're this beautiful living example, and it's important for you to reassure yourself and focus on the things that fill your heart with joy, that are true to you, even if it's just, you know, however way you do it in your own world, in your own reality, really feeding your heart, your creative projects, reflection here. It's like you've had time to go back over your life, like a life review almost, and reflect on things and embrace all the different experiences, not judging them as good, bad, or ugly, but just seeing them all as an experience, okay? We have for the tarot 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. So take the lead. Again, this is like your soul energy. This is like guiding you forward. It's knowing that you don't have to take a step until your soul guides you. Like every step your soul is guiding you, and it's receiving, you know, the signal. It's like a light, you know, and you're just following it. And there's a lot of inspired energy here to focus on creating like harmonious home environment, harmonious and balanced relationships in your intimate life, like really surrounding your intimate reality with just what you love. Seeing your intimate reality as your like your energy, like everything that's in your intimate space is you. It is you. It is a reflection of you. So it's going to reflect, you know, whatever it is. It's reflecting to you what you feel inside. So I feel like there's like healing of the heart here with the 3 of Swords in from whatever experiences of the past that were darker, that shook you up a little bit. It helped you become aware of how important it is to maintain your boundaries when it comes to just understanding that you are choosing your own reality, like whatever reality you're choosing to live in, you're choosing which energies you're aligned to. So when you walk with an open heart, you're a very bright light for others to see. And so it's recognizing by feeling, especially, you know, the energies of people where they're at in their journeys. It's okay to be there for people. However, it's important for you to not take on the responsibilities of others. Like ultimately we are all responsible for doing our own self growth, our own self mastery. It's the only way it can be done. And we can help energies like when it comes to healing or when it comes to co-creating, but it's not about doing anything for another as much as it is just truly standing in your own power and your own creative energy and your own knowings and being an inspiration for others to tap into their own sovereign choice as well. Like there's a lot of magic, and it's I feel like you need to go slow, you know, and allow yourself time to integrate like whatever experiences you've had and what you're learning in terms of the unconscious realm or consciousness itself. um, to really be mindful and aware of like your home environment. Like I'm feeling that, especially as, you know, things can come up that, you know, even though we may feel masterful in certain areas of our life, it doesn't mean that we don't experience heartbreak in the future or now or any, you know, there's so much happening in the world. It's choosing not to believe, you know, the thoughts that break our heart. It's choosing not to continue feeding the 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 thoughts that are not based in truth, you know, the thoughts that actually hurt our heart. So it's choosing to become aware of those things, let them go, choose to heal and focus on, you know, the energy as a pure source of the unconditional love, like connecting to the unconditional love within every energy and allowing yourself to feel what how to appropriately respond to it. You know, that it's sometimes it's just there to be there, and we can observe and witness and learn from it. We can just live side by side with it. We don't even have to know what's going on with it. Like, it's good, we're good, it's like two neighbors. You don't have to, you say hi to each other when you see each other once in a while, but you don't have to like know what's going on in their everyday life, and they don't have to know what's going on in yours. It's like you're relearning how to truly just live, being true to your heart and feeling completely safe and secure in that, doing your inner work, whatever it is you do, your creative projects, and knowing that it's all a part of, what allows you to feel safe and secure in the world, what connects you to other like-minded people. And it's like surrounding your home and, choosing to have, even if it's like just a humble home, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's the energy. It's, the life, the flowers, the sun. It's how you decorate, or what, objects you choose to have in there. It's feeling cozy and nurtured, safe. It's knowing that anyone coming to your home is, someone that you've invited in that's like-minded. So you don't worry about impressing anyone or hurting anyone. Like, it's just, I feel like there's with people, especially, I'm very much one of these people, with a loyal heart. It's sometimes when we're younger, it is hard to define, are we letting go of attachment, holding on, being, it's learning, right? So I just feel like you are an amazing soul, and very, very in touch with your emotions, your feelings, your intuition, and also very empathetic. Deep empath here, of being able to feel other people's feelings, and so learning about the energies that bring about heartbreak and all of that is really important for your growth and your creativity. And so it's like learning about it without getting yourself attached to it, not taking it personal to heart, but instead choosing to stay in your strong core center, your life force center, your heart center, and your clear consciousness, to be able to productively address or respond to whatever's going on. Okay, staying true to your heart. And it could mean not responding, just pulling back and being in your own creative type of bubble and doing your thing. Like, that's a really beautiful thing. Reflection, just taking time to yourself and not feeling like you have to move forward until your soul actually prompts you, until you feel that inspired energy, like you're waiting for signs, you're allowing your soul to guide you, you're not just, bypassing it. So let's read this. You are divine beauty. Dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. So I feel like right now, just being aware that you have some time to, like, it's okay to go within yourself right now. It's okay to be in your own creative bubble. It's okay to nurture your environment, and know that whatever, like, when it's time to take a step, when it's time to put yourself out there, when it's time to move or do something, you're going to be prompted by your soul. And there's no guilt or shame in that. Like, this is like meant to happen for you to grow and really feel anchored and solid in, your being and who you are and why you're here and all of these things. Like, this is really beautiful. Be true to your heart. It's a period of time for you to be true to your heart, to learn what that really means for you. You're being afforded this time, and it's all beneficial for your growth and for the future and the collective. Like, it's really, really quite beautiful. So, group number 4, I truly hope that this message affirmed to you just what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. And I'm also feeling like too here, you know, it's like this energy of, you know, loyal hearts and new connections, new beautiful mutual loving connections of harmony and balance. So, you know, whatever's happened is like clearing out, allowing you to reflect and clear and welcome in the new, creative, beautiful life force energy of love. Okay, so I'm very just safe and secure and loyal and trustworthy, beautiful energy where you can share, all of you, okay, and still be true to your heart and your soul. So, group number 4, I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. And I look forward to seeing you all for the next pick a card video. So, until then, sending all my infinite love as always, you guys.